All right, let's talk about money, specifically managing money in your 20s in India. If it all feels a bit chaotic right now, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the simplest way to get a handle on your finances. Let's jump right in. Look, that's not meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. Seriously, this decade is your launch pad. The habits you start building right now will literally define your financial future. So many of us just drift through these years because, let's be honest, nobody teaches us this stuff. But that changes today.
So, we're cutting through all the noise. You're not going to find any complicated financial jargon here, and definitely no impossible advice like, save 80% of your salary. Nope. This is just a practical, no nonsense guide to give you control and confidence. So, here's our roadmap, just 5 simple, powerful steps. We'll start by building a foundation, then create a safety net, get a handle on spending, unlock investing, and finally, dodge those common money traps. Sound good? Let's go.
First up, and this is probably the most important idea of all, building your money system. This is how we're going to go from that feeling of financial chaos to a feeling of total calm control. Now, really let this sink in. Forget about getting rich quick. That's not the goal right now. The real win in your 20s is creating a simple, repeatable system for how you handle your money. That system is what actually builds wealth down the line. It's a total game changer. And the system? Well, it can be this simple. Just think of it as 4 buckets. Essentials is for your rent, your bills, the must-haves. Lifestyle is your fun money. Savings is for your short-term goals. And growth, that's for your future. The second you give every rupee a job, the chaos just vanishes. All right, on to number 2. Let's talk about building your financial safety net. This is your personal cushion against, well, life, because life is always going to throw you curveballs. This question, I'm sure you've heard it. You need 6 months of expenses saved up. And for most of us just starting out, that feels impossible, right? It's so overwhelming, it makes you not even want to start. But here's the secret. You don't need that huge amount right away. The real goal is just to start. Seriously. Putting aside even a few thousand rupees is a massive first step. It breaks that feeling of being stuck and gives you an instant psychological win. And think about what this tiny fund actually does for you. It's not just about the money. A sudden flat tire, an unexpected doctor's visit. Instead of panicking and grabbing a credit card, you've got this little buffer. It protects you from stress and just makes your entire life feel easier.
Okay, section 3. This is a big one for pretty much everyone in their 20s. We need to talk about lifestyle spending, how to have a great time now without, setting your future on fire.
And let's be real. These things are what make your 20s fun. The pressure to go out, the convenience of food delivery apps, the weekend plans, it's all there. We're not going to sit here and pretend these temptations don't exist. They absolutely do. And this right here is the key. The goal is not to become a hermit and never have fun again. The goal is just to be intentional about it. Decide on a monthly lifestyle budget, an amount you're cool with spending, and then enjoy it completely guilt-free, knowing you're not messing up your future. Now for number 4, and this is where it gets really exciting. Let's talk about investing, because in your 20s, you have a superpower that older millionaires would kill for: time.
So, what's the biggest myth that stops young people from building wealth? It's this one, right here. It's that little voice in your head that says, I need a ton of cash before I can even think about investing.
Yeah, that voice is just wrong. Completely, totally wrong. Let's put that myth to bed for good. That's it. 500 rupees a month. You can start what's called a systematic investment plan, or SIP, for less than the cost of a couple of movie tickets or a few Zomato orders. See, it's not about the amount, it's about the habit. And this is why starting early is your secret weapon. That tiny amount, invested over and over, starts to grow. After a few years, you'll see real progress. By year 10, the magic of compounding kicks in, and that growth curve gets way steeper. Fast forward 20 years, and you have a massive head start on everyone who waited. All right, our 5th and final point. This is all about playing defense, protecting the progress you're making. We have to talk about the hidden danger of those small, easy debts. You see it everywhere, right? The newest phone, that cool bike, the latest gaming console, all available on easy EMIs. They're designed to make expensive things feel cheap and accessible, but there's always a hidden cost. So here it is, the trade-off they don't advertise. Sure, you get the shiny new gadget today, But what's the long-term cost? It's your freedom. Every single EMI is a piece of your future salary that you've already spent. It chains you to the past and steals money from your savings and investments.
And that brings us full circle. At the end of the day, what is this all about? It's not about being cheap or using complicated spreadsheets. It's about building simple habits that give you control, create real stability, and let you feel truly confident about your money. You know, everything we've covered, the system, the emergency fund, that investing habit, it's all a gift to your future self. The person you become in your 30s will be so grateful for the smart, simple choices you make right now. So my question to you is, what's the first step you're going to take?